Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Yes, Ravi.
We have gone live. Yes. I was just going live. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, Nirnay Adugia ji. Good morning. एक सेकंड हाँ सर. मैंने मैंने बहुत कुछ कर लिया मतलब कल हमने किया आर्ट ऑफ डिटैचमेंट. टुडे वी आर गोइंग टू डू सेल्फ गवर्नेंस. हाउ टू गवर्न आवर ओन माइंड. ट्रेनिंग द माइंड. Because you cannot control the mind actually. You can only train it. कंट्रोल अब करने जाओगे तो और माइंड उछलेगा. इट विल गो आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल. मोर इट विल गो आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल. एक बच्चे को भी देखो ना. इवन ए स्मॉल चाइल्ड when try to control him, he become more and more uncontrollable. But if you empathize with the child, understand him, और धीरे से उसको आप डाइवर्ट करते हो, तो चाइल्ड स्टार्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग यू. वो आपको समझने लगता है, वो आपको मानने लगता है. स्टार्ट ओबेइंग द वे यू वांट. एक छोटा बच्चा भी समझता है. मतलब कंट्रोल करना इतना डिफिकल्ट है. व्हेन यू ट्राई टू कंट्रोल समथिंग, इट गोज मोर आउट ऑफ कंट्रोल. तो माइंड को तो कंट्रोल करना ही नहीं. माइंड है, एंगर है, frustration, ये सारी चीजों को आप कंट्रोल. You can just guide, you can embrace them, you can understand them, you can be better at it, you can train everything. So it is self-governance, training the mind to obey the higher self. अभी हमने तो देखा था कि देर आर 4 पार्ट. उसमें से पार्ट सेक्शन 2 में 2 पार्ट है, 2A and 2B. फर्स्ट पार्ट इज अबाउट द रूटीन वर्क. रूटीन जो काम करते हैं एवरीडे, जो हम काम करते हैं, हमको कभी गुस्सा आता है, स्ट्रेस आता है, ऑल दिस थिंग्स वी परसीव, वी एनालाइज. तो इट इज अ प्री फ्रंटल कॉर्टेक्स जो है, उसका जो काम होता है वही काम करता है. एंड 2A इज अबाउट योर ऑटोमेटिक माइंड. आपका डाइजेशन सिस्टम, आपका ब्रीदिंग सिस्टम, जो भी सब चल रहा है ऑटोमेटिकली, जो ऑक्सीजन फ्लो हो रहा है आपकी बॉडी में, दैट इज डन बाय ऑटोमेटिक, राइट. बट अभी हमने कल सीखा कैसे क्रॉस किया है. हम 2 दिन से वही सीख रहे हैं. हाउ टू क्रॉस 2A to 2B. हाउ टू ब्रिज दैट गैप. जो बीच में जो गैप है, एक वैली है. बट till we don't go to intuitive mind, we cannot we can't have that self growth. We cannot go to higher self. जो हायर अवेयरनेस, सुपर अवेयरनेस है, इसके लिए हमको ये जरूरी है कि वी क्रॉस दैट ब्रिज. इट इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट. तो उसके लिए हमने कल देखा कि हाउ टू डिटेच योरसेल्फ. हमको मेडिटेशन करना पड़ेगा. वी हैव टू बी काम, वी हैव टू डिटेच. उसके बाद हमने सीखा कि वी हैव टू डिटेच आवरसेल्फ. काम करते रहो. एक्चुअली वी आर बोर्न, देन देयर हैज टू बी सम पर्पस. कुछ कारण है हमारा जन्म का, इसीलिए बोर्न हुए. पर बहुतों को अपना पर्पस मालूम ही नहीं होता. पूरी जिंदगी जो रहती है, दे आर नेवर एबल, दे आर नॉट एबल टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर ओन पर्पस. मगर आपको जो पर्पस समझना है, तो यू हैव टू क्रॉस दैट ब्रिज. तो आप रूटीन वर्क में ये हो जाओगे, एब्जॉर्ब हो जाओगे. यू ऑलवेज डूइंग द रूटीन वर्क, यू आर एब्जॉर्ब्ड इन रूटीन वर्क. तो क्या होगा, यू विल नेवर बी एबल टू गो टू द इंट्यूटिव माइंड. आप आगे नहीं बढ़ पाओगे. विल बी स्टक देयर इन द रूटीन वर्क. इफ यू वांट टू डू समथिंग हायर, यू वांट टू गो क्रॉस दैट ब्रिज, यू वांट टू हायर सेल्फ, आपको कुछ ऐसा करना है, तो यू हैव टू कम आउट ऑफ द रूटीन. तो आपको अपने आप को डिटेच करना. जो काम चल रहे हैं आप कर रहे हो, कमाना पड़ता है, यू टू डू जॉब, यू टू डू बिजनेस, वट एवर, वो करने पड़ते हैं. पर उसी में रम जाना, उसी में एब्जॉर्ब हो जाना. If you are totally absorbed in job, totally taking all the tension, every time you are always tense, you are frustrated, you're not able to think anything else then. But if you detach yourself, from the routine work and leave it to God, जैसे गीता में कहा गया है कि आप फल की चिंता मत करो, आप काम किए जाओ। गीता में बोलते हैं जो भी काम करते हो आप ऊपर वाले के लिए कर रहे हो, भगवान के लिए कर रहे हो, ये समझ के काम करते हो। यू जस्ट डू व्हाट यू आर सपोज्ड। एक्चुअली आप देखो बाकी सारे एनिमल, ऑल दिस लिविंग बीइंग्स आर डूइंग एज दे आर बीइंग गाइडेड बाय द गॉड और व्हाटएवर they are given, whatever awareness they are given. They don't try to do something different like human being. Human being is the only being who has been given the special, you know, strength or a special power of thinking. So he can do something more than what. But we are the only one who can dream. Human beings are the only one who can dream. And because we are given this brain, because we are given this power, we have to understand that we have to have some purpose. भगवान ने हमको ऐसा बनाया तो उसका कोई रीजन है ना, और हम एक एक आदमी को कुछ पर्पस दिया हुआ है। सो टू रीच, टू गो टू दैट पर्पस, हमको अपने आप को शांत करना पड़ेगा, हमको रूटीन लाइफ से अलग करना पड़ेगा। वी हैव टू बी डिटेच्ड विद दैट रूटीन लाइफ, द रूटीन वर्क, व्हाटएवर वी आर डूइंग। We have to think that whatever we are doing for that higher self, and go on doing. But at the same time, you should be detached so that you can think about something different. You can go to higher self. You can do something great in life. So today's thing, anyway, I think I said good morning to everybody. हमारे कौन कौन आए?
Good morning, sir.
जी, हरे कृष्ण जी, मंगला जी, अमन, आज कोई दूसरे नाम में समझ में आ रहा। अड़के जी, नरेंद्र जी एंड राजेश शर्मा।
गुड मॉर्निंग हरीश जी।
गुड मॉर्निंग भास्कर जी आया। गुड मॉर्निंग। सो टुडे आज का हमारा क्या है? वी आर गोइंग टू ट्रेन आवर माइंड टू ओबे, टू रीच द हायर सेल्फ। तो when detachment and concentration, एक बाजू हम डिटेच होते हैं और दूसरी बाजू हम जो भी काम करो इसमें कॉन्सेंट्रेशन का। अब कॉन्सेंट्रेशन क्या है तो वो भी आगे समझाऊंगा, उसमें और गहरे में जाएंगे हम लोग, विल गो डीपर इन दैट। सो वन इज अपना detachment. You have to detach yourself from the regular work, regular tension and stress actually. And other thing is concentration. When the two things merge, दोनों चीज साथ में आती है, डिटेचमेंट एंड कंसंट्रेशन, द माइंड बिकम सर्वेंट ऑफ द हायर सेल्फ। फिर आप अपने माइंड को ट्रेन करते हो, यू कैन मेक इट योर सर्वेंट एंड गो टू द हायर सेल्फ। सो दिस टू थिंग्स आर वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट, टू डिटेच एंड कॉन्सेंट्रेट। काम में कॉन्सेंट्रेट करना है, बट डिटेच योरसेल्फ फ्रॉम द रिजल्ट्स। क्या फल मिलेगा उसकी, वो चिंता नहीं करना है, आशा नहीं करना है। मैं तो बोलता हूँ चिंता मत करो, go on do the right process, thing will appear. आप लोग को खाना बनाना है, जैसे हमारी माताएं खाना बनाती है, तो ऑल द लेडीज दे डू राइट प्रोसेस, अपना वो रूटीन बात जो बनता है, कभी थोड़ा आगे भी होता है नमक डालने में, दैट्स अ डिफरेंट थिंग, बट वो बनता है। तो इसी तरह हमको भी हमारा प्रोसेस दिल लगा के, मन लगा के, फोकसली करना है, रिजल्ट्स विल अपीयर। जैसे आप देखोगे तो the strongest ruler is not the one who commands nations. Strongest ruler is not the one who commands the nation, but the one who governs his own restless mind. जो अपने दिमाग पे कंट्रोल कर पाया, उससे बड़ी बात कोई नहीं है। तो if you are really smart, आपको कुछ करना है लाइफ में, तो पहले अपने माइंड को कंट्रोल करिए। तब तक माइंड कंट्रोल में कुछ फायदा रहता है। कभी आप ना आंख बंद के सोचिए, एक आंख बंद कर डीप ब्रेथ लेके एक विचार करिए, फिर द प्रेजेंस ऑफ हायर सेल्फ, आपको लगेगा कोई है अपने अंदर, देयर इज अ गाइडिंग फोर्स विद इन अस। शांति से बैठकर आंख बंद करके डीप ब्रेथ लगे, ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड देयर इज समथिंग हु इज गाइड, देयर इज समवन इनसाइड यू, विद इन यू, हु इज ऑलवेज गाइडिंग यू. और कभी भी आप देखना, इफ यू go to sleep with the intention in your mind while going to sleep, because you are in a beta state when you are thinking. Then when you go into rest mode, you go to alpha, and then theta, and then you go to delta, deeper sleep. But before, between alpha and theta, there's a time when you bring out your intention. जब सोने के पहले, if you tell your intention to yourself, think about what you want in life or whatever issues there are in life, you will realize in your sleep you will get the answer. Many scientific discoveries are done in the sleep. Many scientific discoveries happen in the sleep. Because they are always engrossed in that thing. जो डिस्कवरी कर रहे हैं उसमें इतने एंग्रोस आते हैं कि when they go to sleep, they go with their intention. So within that, in that sleep, their mind speaks to them. तो हमको भी समझना है, if we want to go to higher self, if we sleep with the intention, हम जो इंटेंशन को बोल के, समझ के, उसको जान के, विजुअलाइज करके सोएंगे, तो it is possible that it will become true faster. It will manifest faster. तो इतनी पावर है, because there is a potential, there is something within us which is guiding us, and this is a proof that you get result. Or many times people, when they are bathing, when they are taking bath, they are very calm and still, और आराम से ना रहे तो उनको ध्यान में आता है कुछ, something pops up. Why? Because there is a insight, there is a power within which is guiding you. Okay, so if you take a metaphor, suppose your senses, the 5 senses are your horses, and your thought is a rein, lagame, and your mind is a chariot. He is driving the horse, the chariot, and your higher self is a passenger. And your higher self is a passenger. So what happens when the charioteer forget his passenger? If the charioteer forget his passenger, what happens? And what happens when he listens? When he forget, he will go haywire. And he will listen to the passenger, he will go on the right path, right place. He will reach the destination. But if he doesn't listen, he's forget, the charioteer forgets the higher self or the passenger, he'll go haywire. He'll go nowhere, frankly. So this reflection, when you pause and reflect, you picture on your own chariot life. You will realize something. You will get that guiding light from within. But you have to calm yourself. You have to first detach yourself. To calm down, first to detach yourself. Because in meditation, we do the same thing. We just detach ourselves from everything. We just let thought come and go. That is a meditation. To calm ourselves down. To calm down ourselves, you have to first let this detachment happen. Let the thoughts come and go. Don't get attached to any thought. And concentrate on your breath. Detach yourself from thoughts and concentrate on your breath. And you will see there is something inside you which is guiding you. So detachment का मतलब क्या है? What is detachment? It's not a suppression. Don't suppress anything. It's freedom. When you detach yourself, you are free to do what you want. When you are not detaching, you are bound with that attachment. You're not free. If you want to use your free will, you have to detach yourself. It's freedom from being pulled by the detractor. जो आपको डिट्रैक्ट कर रहा है, या जो आपका थॉट्स है, जो एम है, जो भी आप कर रहे हो, जो आपको खींच रहा है, that is pulling you. So when you detach yourself, you are really freeing yourself. आप अपने आत्मा को फ्री कर रहे हो. आपको लगता है डिटेच मतलब जबरदस्ती करना है. नो, you don't have to force it. It has to happen. It has to happen automatically. With your calm mind, it will happen. So समझो कि आपके मोबाइल पे आता है नोटिफिकेशन, you get a ping on the mobile, and immediately you pick up the phone to see who has messaged you. That is attachment. And there are people, even after the ping, they won't look at it because they are concentrating on their own work, so they don't get disturbed. कोई आदमी नोटिफिकेशन बंद भी रखता है, even that is something you have to have power to stop the notification. बहुत लोग तो नोटिफिकेशन बंद ही नहीं कर सकते, उनको लगता है कुछ चला जाएगा हाथ से. I will miss a message. There are no message that's so important that it has to be seen immediately. Although इतना important होगा तो he will call you. He or she will call you. So this closing notification or not looking at the phone even after the ping is a detachment. It is an example of detachment. So if you detach yourself, you become free. आपको freedom मिलता है. You're free from something that is pulling you. And when you concentrate, so one freed from distractions, energy gather naturally. अपना आपके अंदर की ऊर्जा एक साथ में रहती है. They gather at one point. Once your distractions are over, you are done with detachment, and you are done away with the distraction. Your energy will be focused. It will come at one place, in one point. And as a magnifying glass, you're seeing when the sun rays fall on the magnifying glass and it get concentrated, what happens? It can burn the paper below it. इतनी पावर होती है. When the concentration that when it is concentrated, it can put the paper on fire. The same way when the thoughts are focused, when you get detached and your thoughts are focused, it works like a magnifying glass. Every thoughts will come at one point and they'll be focused on something that you're doing right now. So this is detachment is a freedom and constant is a किसी का कोई किसी आवाज आ रहा है. You need to unmute my dear. किसी का आवाज आ रहा है. Okay, I've done. This is yeah. So detachment is a freedom. If you're not suppressing it and it is letting it happen. And concentration is focusing of all the energy, all thoughts coming together at one point and thinking about something which you want, which what you are doing. And if you have purpose and you are working on a purpose, you will manifest that purpose or go towards the purpose or goal very soon. Because now you are detached and concentrating. So there is no distraction. There is one focused mind going towards one thing. So when detachment and concentration meet, when detachment and concentration meet together, naturally, the energy, more energy will come together and you will flow toward higher self because now it is a free flow. Now there is no distraction and there is focused, thing you're doing. You are now listening to your this higher self and you're driving the chariot towards the destination where you want to go. So when the two things meet, detachment and concentration, you will naturally follow the higher self because now you are totally energetic. Your whole energy is working toward the same thing. Your all thoughts, energy, everything is on only one thing that you want to get. You want to your goal. You know, your towards your goal. I mean, sorry, not goal, towards your goal. It is always focused towards your goal. So now you will go towards your goal much faster and much better way, and there will be more clarity. There will be more clarity in mind. So no more inner war. Now there is no war within yourself. करो नहीं करो, decision no नहीं लो. Now you are very decisive. You have a lot of clarity, and you know where you want to go. And now there is no fear. Main क्या होता है? When there is detachment, फियर चलाता है। टिल यू आर अटैच यू आर ऑलवेज फेयरफुल, होगा नहीं होगा, होगा नहीं होगा, क्या करूं, नहीं हुआ तो क्या होगा, व्हाट विल हैपन, योर एंजाइटी विल इंक्रीज, योर फियर विल इंक्रीज, योर फ्रस्ट्रेशन विल इंक्रीज, every moment you'll get angry, and now you're calmed down, you are totally detached, and now you're focused on your goal, on the process mainly, because results will come automatically. If your process is right, result will come undoubtedly. तो अब आपका पूरा फ्लो चल रहा है, like a river flowing, without any hurdles. Now you started flowing. Once you come into flow, you go to higher. To reach higher, you need a smooth flow without any distraction. And main thing is that you are now away from fear, anxiety, frustration, and you are totally focused on the work. Fear कब आता है? When you are attached to something, then you have fear, anxiety. क्या होगा? कैसे होगा? How will I be able to do it? कौन मेरे सपोर्ट करेगा? कोई मेरे अगेंस्ट तो नहीं जाएगा? And all these things come in your mind, which are not true. मजे की बात है, they are not true. You are making it up because you are worried, because you are attached. But once there is detachment, there are no worries. Now only that work. One thing, one point agenda. So this is critical. This is critical stage, certain stage, एक certain stage है ये, where spiritual growth, हमारा जो spiritual growth becomes steady. See, we are spiritual being. Actually, we are human being, but we have got special, so we have become a spiritual being. Other beings are different, we are different. We are really a spiritual being, but we have to find out our spiritualism from within. We have to find out that potential and go towards higher self. So this is a critical center, certain stage where spiritual growth becomes steady and irreversible. It becomes steady and irreversible. So for that, you have to understand there are 7 centers in your body. 7 subtle centers, which are not actually matter, but they are subtle stage, like a mind. Like there are 7 chakras, Muladhara, Muladhara, first, which brings stability. Where it makes you free of fear. If you can have activate the Muladhara, it will free you of fear. Then Swadhisthana, chakra, it will create the flow when not distracted by cravings. When you are not after craving, it will create creativity का flow चालू हो जाएगा. You will become more and more creative. The flow will start. Then come Manipura. Now that is about willpower. What is willpower? हम लोग बोलते हैं कि इसने सिगरेट छोड़ दी, क्या विल पावर है, इसने ये कर लिया, क्या विल पावर है. विल पावर इज नथिंग बट अ राइट चॉइस. इफ आई वांट टू go on dieting and I say I will live this, मैं अभी ये खाना खाऊंगा, वो करूंगा, nothing will happen. For food I will do, and then I will break that oath. But if I decide to be healthier, और मेरे दिमाग में बैठ गया मुझे हेल्दी होना जरूरी है, लाइक आई एम अ स्पेशली एबल पर्सन, तो मेरे वो हाथ पे चला होता है, तो नाउ डिसाइडेड आई हैव टू रिड्यूस वेट सो दैट इट विल बी इजियर फॉर माय अपर बॉडी टू टेक माय बॉडी वेट. तो वो प्रबल हो जाए वो इच्छा, दैट बिकम स्ट्रॉन्गर. तो माय चॉइस विल बी माय हेल्थ फर्स्ट एंड देन फूड. If that is not strong, my choice will be food first, taste, and then the health. So willpower is nothing but the choice. What is the strong choice that you have? What is your strong feeling that you have in your mind? So Manipura is known, if you activate the Manipura, willpower sharpens. Willpower is sharpened because it's not scattered now, it is focused when you activate Manipura. Then come Anatta, heart. Heart opens when mind obeys. Higher compassion, higher self. What is heart meant? हार्ट का मतलब क्या है? आप देखो, जो भी सोचते हो दिल से सोचते हो, मतलब when it come to kindness, compassion, love, it is about heart. when anahata is activity, heart chakra open. Sorry, it will open when mind obeys your higher compassion or higher self. तो जब आप ज्यादा compassion होते हो तो हार्ट चक्र ओपन. एंड आई हैव गिवन दैट वे व्हाट टू डू इन दिस ऑल दिस चक्र में चार्ट भेजा आपको उसमें व्हाट आर द बीज मंत्र एंड ऑल दिस थिंग. एंड देन द विशुद्धा, द ट्रूथ. अगेन किसी का साउंड आ रहा है, somebody, किसी का सिर्फ आवाज आ रही है. हो सके तो आप म्यूट करो तो अच्छा रहेगा. ओके, ऋचा में आपके यहाँ से आ रही है, देखो ना, म्यूट कर लो ना प्लीज ऋचा में. So Vishuddha is truth. Truth emerges when mind resists falsehood. When mind resists the falsehood, truth will appear. जब तक आप झूठ बोलते रहोगे आपको झूठ की आदत पड़ जाएगी. But once you start saying truth and you become brave, and when you are truthful, you are brave. Huh? When you are saying something false, you are faking, you are lying, you are giving your strength away. So Vishuddha Chakra is truth. That emerges when mind resists falsehood. कि मुझे झूठे मुझे ट्रूथ पे चलना है. देन कम अज्ञा चक्र, जो यहाँ पर पीनियल कोड, पीनियल ग्लैंड वहां पर रहता है. पर पीनियल ग्लैंड इज ग्लैंड. दिस आर ऑल सटल थिंग्स. दे आर नॉट एक्चुअली appearing as a physical. So clarity arises when thoughts obey inner vision. When there is an inner vision and thoughts obey. Why will thoughts obey? Because there is alignment now. There is alignment. And thoughts start obeying that and understanding the inner vision and work for the inner vision. Then the clarity arises. That comes through by activation of Agnya Chakra. And last is Sahasra Chakra. Unity will blossom. When mind goes to the spirit, the Jhuk mind to the spirit, because see one thing, your body is a matter. Okay, even energy is something which can be shut down. Your matter can be, changed. Energy can change, but there is something that cannot change, which is driving you. There has to be something that drives your body. वो क्या चीज है जो कभी बदलती नहीं, वही रहती है. It can be consciousness, it can be spirit, it can be soul, आत्मा. जो सबसे प्रबल है वो कभी बदलती नहीं है. Okay, so if you go down to spirit, when you go down to spirit, what will happen? The unity will become. You will feel unified. फिर आप काम करने में जो भी आप काम हाथ में लिया है आप बड़े लगन से करोगे. तो when you activate the Sahasra Chakra, the topmost point. So it's a short guide, and I have given you the chakra. If somebody wants, I can send it again. What are the beach mantra, what colors you need, and all this, to activate this chakra. And if somebody wants to do it in a better way, तो हमारे आरती में वो सिखाती है. There are many other people who will teach you, but otherwise I have given you some guidance on that. So there are some practices that I'll give visualization. मैं आपको भेजूंगा आज. But now I'll go toward the story. Before we end, we always go through the story. Story is something which can explain you this whole concept in a very short way and with more clarity. उस story में समझना easy पड़ता है. All this thing I have told will come in this small story. So, एक बात समझ लो, you have to detach yourself from the routine life. Means don't take any stress, don't be anxious of what will happen. Go on doing what you are supposed to do without that fear, because डर के आगे ही जीते. Till you don't cross that fear, you will never succeed in life. And to cross the fear, आपको अपने मन को शांत करना पड़ेगा. Because fear is something which brings anxiety, which brings frustration, everything. और जब तक आप fear को शांत नहीं करते हो, आपका मन दौड़ता रहता है, भागता रहता है, डर के मारे. And this fear is like a chabuk, but it is hitting the horse. If you give a direction to horse, if it's trained, you don't need the chabuk, you don't need to beat him. So best part is you have to detach her. Detachment के लिए सबसे बड़ी बात क्या है? To calm down yourself, go on meditation, do your work with total belief that results will come, no matter what. So where it is most of that detach yourself, and once you detach yourself, you will be able to concentrate on what you are doing, on your work. So this is the main thing, that you have to train your mind, you have to detach yourself, and thank you, sir. You have to detach yourself and concentrate on what you're doing. Full concentration, like a magnifying glass. So there is a little story that I have to read now. Tell the story slowly. Okay. A monk asked, how can I control my mind? A monk asked, how can I control my mind? It wanders everywhere. It is wandering everywhere. The master replied, do not control it. Master replied, do not control it, but befriend it. मैं हमेशा बोलता हूँ मेरे इसमें, जो भी नेगेटिविटीज को एम्ब्रेस करिए. Negativity come to guide you, but don't let it sit with you. They are like a guest, and positivity are like your family. They can stay with you. The master replied, do not control it, befriend it. Train it as you would a loyal dog. घर पे कुत्ता पालते हैं. How you train them? So train your mind like you will train a loyal dog. Call it back with kindness. Call it back again with kindness and give it purpose. अपने माइंड को वापस बुलाइए, उसको पर्पस दीजिए, and it will sit at your feet. When you give the purpose and you call it with kindness, be kind to your mind, you give a purpose, it will sit at your feet. Then it will guide you. Now what will happen? जैसे हम एक लॉयल लोग होते हैं, हम उसको प्यार से बुलाते हैं, उसको बोलते क्या करना है, समझा देते, पर्पस दे देते, तो what happen? He will guide you. So then your mind will guide you, serve you, and work with you. Never will go against you. It will never go against you. So pause and reflect. What if my mind is not an enemy but my servant? आप pause करिए and reflect on this thing. You have to reflect on what if mind is not an enemy but my servant. या मेरा दोस्त भी समझ लो, चलो ठीक है, whatever you way. So if you go to, मतलब इसमें मेन बात क्या हुआ? What is the reflection? You should do some affirmation, like my mind is no longer my master. It is my servant trained to obey the higher self. Not master. Mind is a bad master and a good servant. If you can make it serve you, it's the best thing. If you cannot, it's a bad master. It will hit you always. So mind is no longer my master. It is my servant and trained to obey the higher self. Okay. So ये लेके आप एक affirmation रखिए आप साथ में. And I really thank you for this class today. पर ये आप करिएगा. मैं भेजता हूँ आपको आज की एक्सरसाइज, विजुअलाइजेशन एंड सम जर्नल एंट्रीज जो करना है, तो प्रॉम्प्ट प्लीज डू इट.
Yeah.
Okay, because we are the inner architecture of ourself. हम खुद अपना आर्किटेक्ट है. Our self mastery का हम आर्किटेक्ट है. We are the creator. So let's use this lesson, this workshop to be a better self.
Correct. We understood.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So that's all for today. कल लास्ट दिन है. कल will do the awakened mind. The awakened mind. It is like living as a conscious being in the world. Sort of mindfulness,
Sir,
Ji.
Mangala speaking. You have given us this great luxury of 21 days, correct? Yes, you have given us this great luxury of 21 days. Now we have got addicted to this luxury. So I'm asking from that point of view, what happens after day after tomorrow?
नहीं, अपन थोड़े दिन आराम करेंगे. 10 दिन के बाद मैं चालू करता हूँ लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन के ऊपर. विल अगेन हैव दिस 20 or 15 जो भी है ऑन लॉ ऑफ अट्रैक्शन.
Oh, you're starting that?
Yes. मैं आपको बोला वो दिन.
When will you start?
give me, मैं आपको बोलता हूँ 5-10 दिन लगेगा इसमें, 5 to 10 days. I'll prepare it. Okay.
No, because see, also what is now going to happen, at least, I mean, those who are from Maharashtra, I know Saksaria sir and all are from Bangalore. Their rules are a little different. Here in Pune and Mumbai and, Maharashtra, mein, these 2 days where there is Ganpati immersion, we will not be able to hear anything. It is a deafening sound which is there, of
but
polkas and all. So,
absolutely.
no, even if there is a class, we won't be able to sit and enjoy
Right.
it.
Absolutely.
So I think personally that those few days, if we can just take a little break,
Absolutely.
that
Fantastic.
will
Right.
also give you some time to prepare, as you said. But from our side, it is this. So I
Good,
think
good.
I'm just
So we'll take
expressing
this
myself.
one.
Maybe it's a personal view, but I think a lot of people who are staying in Maharashtra will be encountering the same problem, that
Yes, absolutely.
Ganpati Dolby sound is not directly related to faith, but Dolby sound has to be louder than the faith.
I'm also from Bombay. Same thing happens. Yes, you're right.
Correct?
So
Okay.
that
Eddie?
early
Yeah.
morning. That is not early morning. It is only after 10 o'clock.
Sir, no, I'm staying out here. It goes on. They come and stand, make a procession, or bajate rehte hai. And as I said, my Dolby sound has to be louder than my neighbors. Otherwise, my faith is not correct. ऐसा होता है इधर. So it is a deafening sound. My house shakes. It is so
Yes, yes.
bad.
मैडम जब मैं मेन रोड पे रहता था, दादर में रहता था, इट वाज सेम थिंग. द होल डे वाज कभी आरती हो रही, कुछ हो रहा है, और
Yeah,
मजा क्या
so
होता था.
even if the procession starts at 10 o'clock, but they are standing in their row, and
हाँ.
how do they keep themselves occupied? By dancing, by music. That is what I said. Dolby sound has to be louder, and it is so loud that even that mouse, Ganpaticha mouse asto, even he needs a earplug.
अच्छा, टुमारो इज लास्ट डे. कैन वी डू टुमारो, वो
Yes,
आगे करें अपन,
yes, sir.
चलेगा
Yes.
ना?
Thank
ओके,
you for
थैंक यू.
your generosity. Thank you.
थैंक यू.